short. Apologies for anybody who may have been joining me and enjoying that when I was chatting with y'all. But we back for more chit chat. All right. I am Joseph R. Wheeler III, the artist, the founder, and the president of the ONYXCON Foundation. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And I'm gonna get back to where I left off as I remember my topics. But I want to tell y'all something that I thought was just hilariously cute. I like cute stuff. Okay. All my real men out here understand ain't nothing unmanly about liking cute stuff and appreciating cute stuff. You know what I mean? If you're a parent, I ain't even got to explain that to you because you care about your cute kids, right? Damn right, right? But it's very manly to appreciate the cute stuff in life. It's not just a girly thing, all right? I think we need to be open to that because it's the only thing that keeps you, in my opinion, one of the many things, there's many things. It's one of those things that can keep you balanced when the world is getting crazy and everything's all intense and everything's so hardcore. You see something cute, man, just warm your heart, just remind you, you know what I mean? You're a full human being, you know? That's how I am about it. I love cute stuff. Cute stuff. The older I get, the better it gets to my heart to see, you know, with the world being so loony, you know? And so occasionally here on ONYXCON, I do what we, you know, as a part of what we call our ONYXCON Outdoors Worldwide. If you haven't checked that out, that's the travel, that's outdoor in general content, the great outdoors, that's outdoor events, outdoor happenings, things related to being outside. It ain't even got to be always directly outside. If I go and do an exhibit on dinosaurs, ONYXCON Outdoors Worldwide, because that was worldwide, prehistorically speaking. You feel what I'm saying? It did happen. But no, I was in this parking lot and little animals especially, it's instant. The smaller it is, the easier it's cute, right? This was hilarious to me. There was a what's up, there was a little bird, little finch, I'm gonna say it was. I'm not sure what type of species these are. They're very common in Georgia. It's a little brown, it's got like some black feathers, but mostly are different shades of brown, like a coffee brown, a tannish color to an almost gray type color. And they're always in parking lots eating trash and stuff that humans leave behind. You know, I always like to stress that part because people love to cast their stigmas on creatures and say, oh, it's a trash animal, it's a garbage. Whose trash is it eating? It's human trash, you know what I'm saying? You human beings are the ones leaving bags of Cheetos and bits of chicken, after, you know, all kind of junk that ain't supposed to be in a parking lot no damn where. You're supposed to get out and put it in a trash can. But junky ass people that just throw stuff out their car because they're trashy, okay? Trashy human beings, okay? I know a lot of trashy people. I don't really know no trash animals. You know, human beings are animals too. We all mammals. But I'm saying in the animal phylum and the kingdoms, the most trashy things I know, the only real trash I know are human beings. All the trash that everything else lives in or amongst or uses or eats as a result of human activity is human first. So anyway, that was they were out there doing what they do, getting the little bits and scraps to be in the parking lot. And one of them is in an area where there's no food or anything on the ground. They just, you know, landing and hopping around and waiting on something to hit the ground, I guess. I don't know. Doing what they do. And there's little bits of gravel in the parking lot because, you know, if you deal with a granite lot over time, it breaks down. You get little areas that are sunk in. You get little sandy areas and stuff. And there's like this little patch of sand, like no more than maybe 6 inches in diameter. And this little bird goes and hops in on top of that gravel, the little sandy pit, and starts flittering its wings all fast and doing almost like a little dance. Because, you know, birds do dance. You know, if you don't know, birds dance. Yeah, a lot of species have their own dances. And it's doing this little dance, and he's spinning around in a circle, and you realize it's like he's taking a dirt bath. He's taking a dirt bath, he's taking a little sand bath, because he's flicking the sand up all around him as he's going. And there's another one waiting on the side, like, I want to do that when you finish. That's your turn. When you get finished, I'm jumping in. Oh man, I couldn't get the camera ready fast enough. Broke my heart because as soon as I was about to get this footage and make it a video to go viral, because those moments right there, I'm gonna say this for all my people who do animal-based content in addition to whatever else you may do on your channel, because like we're a multi-niche channel, we cover all kind of stuff. So the only reason I couldn't get it is right when I was about to pull the camera, somebody's walking by and it scared the damn bird away. Bird flew off. I said, damn. It scared my boo-boo away. I wanted that shot so bad. That would have been hilarious. I was going to put a song to it and everything. That would have been the ultimate short. That short, I promise you, that short would have got me 10,000 views. How do I know? Because I did one earlier this year of and I think that did hit 11,000 as I remember. It was a bird family of ducks, mama bird, papa bird, and the babies, and they all waddling on land to get to where they're gonna jump off into the river and swim away. If you ain't seen it, check it out. It's a good video. And you know, I just did it. I mean, when the spirit hits me, I get it. That's how. That's the trigger of being a shooter with doing content. You gotta just be looking for the moments, and when you see the moments, you just camera out. Oh snap! This is the moment. You know. And I got it. I posted it. That doggone video overnight. I'm talking about I went to bed on it, woke up, 11,000 views. Because people appreciate cute stuff. Cute stuff warm your heart, make you feel good. Get you through the day, man. You need cute stuff in your life. So, and it just reminds you of the cycles of life. You know, things are born, they get old, they grow up, they go through stages, they die, they get reborn. If you believe in reincarnation like I do in terms of energy being recycled and everything. So it's an ongoing cycle of beautiful, you know. So anyway, that was a moment, y'all. But it almost made me want to, if I didn't have to drop off some package like I'm doing my courier thing, my side job stuff I be doing, man, I would have hung out in that parking lot till it happened again, just to get that bird taking a gravel bath. It was hilarious. I was like, what is he? There's no water. And this, mind you, this is after all that rain we had from the hurricane, and it's dry. The streets are dry now. It's like the sun came out a few times earlier today. Still got a sheet of clouds over us, but it's dry now. And so I'm like, I know birds take baths. That's why people buy bird baths so they can watch the birds flick in the water and stuff like that. No, there was no water. He just like, I'm taking me a dirt bath. That mess was, oh, that was it. I mean, I didn't miss nothing. It just, like I said, the person walking by me scared them away. They scary. I can't blame them. You can't trust people. They'll be talking about you cute one minute and then they'll step on you, you know? So you can't trust them. I get it. Oh my gosh, that was the moment. That was the moment. That's all right. It's gonna happen again though. I'm gonna get it. If it ever happens again and my camera's ready, I'm gonna get that for y'all. Y'all gonna see what I'm talking about. It was adorable. Absolutely adorable. Oh my goodness. He was getting it too, boy. He was flickering and he was going in a circle. He was spinning. He was going all around like this. I said, look at this little bird. Oh, that made my moment there. That was cool. So anyway, in other news, what I was talking about earlier, a little more grimy now. We're going to talk about video game stuff, Mortal Kombat. All right. See how we give you multi-niche here? We go from cute stuff to Mortal Kombat, where it gets ugly and crazy and gory and all that. But I'm going to tell you something, and I was saying this before my other live ended prematurely because I had to handle something. But I've always loved Mortal Kombat, not because of the gore and everything. And people who are also obsessed with the fatality. Like if I meet somebody and we talking about games and they like, yeah, man, I love Mortal Kombat. Me too. Yeah, why you like it? Fatality. Okay. Anything else you like about it? Fatality. Yeah, okay, you got something to check on you. Like, I'm not saying I don't see any of the fatalities as being hilarious or can be ridiculously entertaining for their over-the-topness. But for the most part, it's too damn much. I don't need all that. Like, I don't even know how to do half the fatalities, first of all. Even if I did, I probably wouldn't push the button every win because I don't want to see all that. I don't need to see all, I don't need to, even though it's all digital, it's fake, whatever, but, you know, human minds are interested. You know, AI is doing what it's doing and becoming more popular because no matter how fake it is, it looks real. So people react to it real. You see a AI image of a sexy woman walking down the beach and you a dude and you like women, you're going to react to it the same way you would if she was real. You're going to be like, oh, snap, look at that. Man, that's a damn AI. You know, it gets me sometimes. Every now and then, it'll get me with that stuff. I'll be like, damn, she look good. Them pixels look real good, you know? Hey, I'll get a pixels credit. When I'm playing a video game, it's a hot character. Some pretty pixels. That's my phrase. Hey, busting pixels when I'm playing. Some pretty pixels. I'm gonna say what's real, what it is, what it is. But I like to keep that line drawn of reality versus fabricated. We got to do that. That's good for human mind. You can't be, oh yeah, the fake is the real. No, see, now you done lost your mind. Now you got a problem. Like, you know, and that's what I'm saying about the fatality thing. Like, yeah, it can be entertaining, but that level of gratuitous violence and to that level, you know that's not real, right? You know you can't do that. You know if you did that, this would happen and that would happen and that wouldn't look like this and this would be, you know, people take all that stuff for granted. They ain't been around and they ain't been through, not everybody, I'm saying some people have been through too much and they know. That'd be the other extreme, like people who've been through, you know, war veterans and stuff who just, you know, for them, you know, either they don't want to play stuff like that because it reminds them of their PTSD, or they play it because it's so exaggerated and they're kind of addicted to that because of their experience. So yeah, it's a lot of levels to it. The human mind is, the human brain, wow. But for me, my favorite thing about Mortal Kombat is the stories and the worlds, the way stuff looks, the character design, the fashion, okay, quite frankly. Character design and fashion. I mean, like, they be ragging, man. They be wearing some stuff, okay? That's an old phrase from the 70s, too, if you're too young to understand. He said, man, they be ragging. I mean, they be wearing a bunch, they put that on, yeah, that's what that means, okay? So they be wearing some cool looking stuff. And I be like, damn, love these designs. So with this new one, this new DLC, downloadable content, this whole Chaos Reigns thing with Havoc, which is definitely one of the most hardcore characters in the history of the game. I'll say right now, he is the reigning most hardcore. Like, nothing is as crazy over the top as Havoc. Like, if you ain't seen the movie, I wanted to see the movie. That's all I wanted to see. So I always, if I can't buy it, which is this $50 price tag, they can kiss my, ain't no way in the hell no. I already got the doggone game. That costs whatever, and I was lucky on that. I actually did acquire it from winning a contest. But, yo, still, I was just saying, I'm not paying that to, when all I'm gonna do, I don't even play the game like that. I play it, but I don't play it like every day. It ain't my favorite thing to play. I just want to watch the story, play through story mode, play it a few times every now and then, once or twice a month, and done. Once or twice a month, and after I finish story mode, it's not worth $50. I'm not gonna do it. So now you got the hardcore gamers who do have it, like the ones who get the pre-screenings of the games so they can do the reviews from the companies. And I was watching one of those from a guy who at the beginning of this video, thank you to Warner Brothers for sending me the game. Thank you so much for sending it early. So he done already done one of them two, because the thing is like 2 and something hours. It's a movie, it's a real movie, 2 and something hour playthrough. I said, oh snap, it's out already. I love it. So I've been watching that. I ain't finished either. I think I'm about 10 minutes in or something. Off the chain, as I expected it to be. Like I said, that's what I love about it. I love the story mode of Mortal Kombat. That's everything. I wish they would just release those. There ain't nobody smart enough to do this yet, but they need to like go back. Like imagine if they put out for Christmas, and it don't need to be $50. Like make it a $20-something, you know, decent price DVD collecting Mortal Kombat 11 and Mortal Kombat 1, all the movies. Just all the movies, just the movies, nothing but the movies. Hell yeah about it. Hell yeah about it. Because it's rewatchable. They are literally cinematic brilliance. Excellent work. Excellent. Such a crazy concept in the fact that he's a warrior like all warriors in Mortal Kombat. He's obviously, you know, obsessed with war and fighting and being a soldier, and he's become a king, and he's the least expected to become what he's become. So it's perfect for how stuff happens with the underdog that you don't expect to ever rise to any power, becoming the next big baddie. He's, you know, he's that character you would maybe ignore. At least I know I did for a while. I think, you know, okay, that crazy dude with the messed up face, somebody chopped off half his face, and he ain't easy to look at. It's kind of zombie-ish. I'm not big on zombies, but I admit the way they did him, They've boosted up his ability to have some kind of aesthetics because of how much stuff he wears. His outfit is so badass that, you know, because if he didn't have that on, you wouldn't be. It's like Deadpool without his mask on. Good gosh, who wants to see that fried nastiness? Which he, you know, Deadpool himself makes jokes about. You don't want to see me without my mask. That's how Havoc is. It's that level of grotesque, but what makes him cool, like I say, he got on his helmet, he got on all this armor and stuff, and straps and fabric pieces and what. He got a lot going on. It makes it look, especially this version that comes through the portal into the nether realm to take over from another dimension. And it's crossing all these multiple dimensions where he just wants everything to go to hell because he wants chaos to reign. And so it's kind of like a Bizarro from DC, add in the Joker from DC Comics, and then you could even add in a little bit of Loki from Marvel. I think if you put them three in a pot together and mixed them up and made it a zombie-esque character, like, you know, he's his own character, but I'm just giving people reference if you're not familiar with the character, and you get Havoc. Now, what makes him hilarious to me though is, dude come out, man, you talk about the hardest intro I've seen in a long time, and it instantly harkened back to I like old English words like that. I like those words. Like, you hear me say a lot of stuff like that. I grew up having to read Shakespeare and appreciating it, so I like words like that. So you got to deal with those over here. We're gonna help you with your SAT words, kids. Okay. Anyway, it harkens back to the era of stuff from freaking J.R. Tolkien in the movies. I forget which one it was for Lord of the Rings. I think it was the third one. His skin was white and pale, like he was already dead and came back from hell. And like all orcs, they got everything going on with them. But he obviously got hit in the head and healed or something. And he's the one that was standing on the battlefield, and they all looking at the castle about to attack. And one of the other orcs, he gives a signal like, yeah, do it now. Let them know we out here. And they had the heads of soldiers they had killed that they kept, and they done started decaying and stuff. And they put them on the doggone catapults and launched them into the air. And all the doggone decapitated heads started falling on the soldiers waiting. Everybody's like, oh, because they grossed out. They're mortified seeing their friends' heads and everything. I was like, yo. You talk about hardcore. You talk about letting them know you come and you mean business. You talk about standing on business. All these little phrases for one. That was one of the hardest badass scenes in the history of war cinema. Anything about war stuff, and war is never a joke or nothing to play with, but within the guise of film and trying to make something that's completely ugly, artistically aesthetic, I'm saying that scene in Lord of the Rings was ever, right? So I guess, and I'm not saying that's where they got this from, but it's what it reminded me of. So in this story for Havoc and Chaos Reigns Mortal Kombat 1, homeboy come in, versus Bob comes in. So every major character you can think of is a different version of him that's part of his henchmen. So even the so-called heroes are all turned. They all evil. They all with him. They all about dysfunction and chaos. They all want the hell on earth concept. That's all they want. And they all standing in front of the heroes in the story, and they're like, well, who is your leader or something? And you're looking for where he is. Homeboy can take his head off and use it as a weapon. He throws his head over his homies. It rolls on the floor. Eyes are closed, and then the eyes open. And start talking, and he walks through his crew, and he's a tall one too. Dude is tall as hell. He's as tall as any of the cons. He's huge. This dude's gotta be like 7 foot, and he's like towering over him. He picks up his head, and puts his head on, and starts talking to us. I say, oh, hard as hell. I can see the memes now. If people don't meme the hell out of that scene together for the end of October, because I can imagine how many people are going to cosplay as Havoc. He's going to be that dude. Definitely. And if they smart with the licensing and the IP on costumes, they probably already built something where you can buy the whole suit and look like one of his best skins in the game, you know what I'm saying? Different get-ups or whatever. But yeah, Havoc is definitely that badass for this year. It was like, and then I was playing with him, you know, using him as my character the other day. You can watch that too, my playthrough when I was playing, we're fighting a couple of rounds with him. And dude is so, I don't know all his moves yet. I'm still learning him. But he has one where like all his body parts can come off and stuff. He can pull his arm off and hit you in the head with it. You know he does his head, but like literally he can, like if somebody swings, there's a move you can do where his torso separates, like right where the intestines would be, all that just, and you see the guts. I'm like, this dude, oh my gosh. And so you think you hitting him, but you just hitting it. He don't care about getting his guts hit. You just kick the guts and then he comes back together because he's got an instant healing factor. Even though he's already decaying, he can't really die no more. He already dead. And so he separates his torso when you kick at him like that. And then he can do a kick back where his leg comes. You see it. It's real brief. If you're paying attention, you see that the leg is literally extending itself away from the bone and everything. Like it's not really together. It's gross, but it's fun. It's fun. It's one of them. It's the unexpected character. It's the one you think ought to be easy to beat because he's just a pile of guts and bones. That dude will tear you apart. And when he takes his head off, that's the hardest one for me. Using his own head and part of his vertebrae as a sling club. Like the head becomes a club, the neck bones and stuff, he holds it and just swings it at you and beats you with his head. Swinging at you